Hello friends, welcome to fourth session of online Java internship program. In the previous session, we understand how to write the database connection and how to connect from login page to dashboard with the help of database connection. So in this session, we'll learn how to insert the data by using database connection. Let me show. Start with the project which we have created earlier, a demo underscore project, and let me start the server first. To start the server, we have to go to this icon, start Tomcat, click on this icon, do single click, don't do double click. Okay, so it will take some seconds to get start. It is started loading. It is getting loading. Please wait. Okay. Okay. So it started loading. Okay. When it is started, it is showing this message, server startup in some milliseconds. After getting this message, we all know that what we have to do is we have to move on to the browser. So browser, there we have to select, there we have to type the command localhost 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 colon 80 localhost colon 8090. This is the port number of the server, and press enter. Press enter, and here we have to go to manage app here. So before move on to this page, it will sometimes it will ask you to enter the username and password. I hope you know the username and password. The username will be admin and password is also admin. We have to provide the username and password to move on to this page. So this is the manager console. Here we can find our project, demo project. So just click on our project. Okay, this is the login page that we have created earlier. So here we need to provide the username and password. So in the previous session we have created a database called, so what the database we have created, Java Online. This is the database that we have created. In that Java Online we have created a login table. So in that login table we have two columns, username and password. So username will be admin and password is admin. So this is the username and password we have to give here from the login page. If the given username and password is there in the table, so it should go to the dashboard, or otherwise it should show an error message like user invalid username and password. So this is what we have done in the previous session. Let me check. Let me give admin and click on login. Okay, it is successfully moved on to the dashboard. So come back and give some wrong username and password and give wrong password. If I click on this on the login, it is showing invalid username or password. This is how exactly it will work. So and in this session we will learn how to insert the data into a database. Let me move on to dashboard, admin. Okay. Here we have an option called new stock, delete stock, view stock and update stock. If I click on this option, it should go to some other page where it has to show some of the options, like some of the what you can say, the text box or entry box you can say. So like product name, product ID and product details, quantity and some of the things we have to show. So let me create one more page like new stock. So go to a project, right click on your project, go to new. So there we have to go to others, because we are creating .jsp page. That is why we have to right click on our project and go to new others. So there we have to select web, within the web we have to select JSP file. So click on next. So here we need to provide the file name. So now I'll give new product. This is the page name, a file name. So finish. Okay, this is the new page that we have created. So go to index and copy some of the lines, mark you and bear line. I'll copy these two lines and I'll paste it in new product.jsp page, because I need to follow the same heading in all the pages. Okay, and then after that, in registration page, basically registration page should contain this project is based on the product related, the stock related, so that we need to put the content in registration page like product ID, product name, and product details and quantity and other things we can put. So let me put all those things. It means that the fields. Okay, I'll take table. So within the table, tr, basically we will use table to align the content properly. It looks good, so that's why we taken table tag, and within the table tag we'll put all the content so it looks good on the page. So td, I'll take product id td, and td product id, I'll take input type is equal to text and name is equal to PID. I'll take PID. Okay, let me close this tag. Let me finish the tr tag, table row. One row is finished, so let me copy the same row and paste it multiple times. Okay, let me change this product ID. I'll go with product name and description. So quantity, and I'll take one more row like expiry date, exp date. Okay, exp date. These are the field I'll take in the registration form, because we are doing project, we are creating project on project related things. That is why in the registration form I'll take product ID, product name, descriptions and quantity and expiry date. These are the fields that we will take. Okay. Okay, so after this let me change this one also. Product name, I'll go with the some of the name, p name. Description, I will not take input tag. I'll go with the text area, because it will give multiple line of input box. Text area. So I will define multiple lines of input box in the format of rows and columns. Rows is equal to 10 and columns is equal to 10. Okay, this is the text area. For this text area we have to give some name. Name is equal to DSP, description, and quantity I'll take name is equal to QUA, and the last one, name is equal to okay, I'm sorry, this is the name I have to remove. So don't take multiple names. Name exp I'll take, and finally we have to take submit button. So submit, so we know that how to create submit button. Type is equal to submit, and here we should not take name, we should take value. Value is equal to register. So this is how we should create a registration form. So after creating registration form, we need to provide a link from our dashboard to registration form. How to provide a link from our dashboard to new registration form? Go to our dashboard.jsp page. So dashboard.jsp page, this is our dashboard. So here we have an option called new start. So if I click on this option, it should go to the new product.jsp page. How to provide a link? So to provide link, we have to use anchor tag. Ahref is equal to So to which page should we go to? So new product UCTS, okay, sorry, product.jsp. This is the page where we have to go. So after that we have to close the anchor tag A, and that's it. So let me check. Okay, please check the tag where you have closed. So a href is equal to new product.jsp, and after that after the button we have to close the tag. Okay, let me save the content and stop the server. This is how we can stop the server. Click on this red mark, terminate, and click on the remove launch. So now none of the server is running right now. So go to your server, click on the server, single click. So let it load. It is loading. It is loading. It's loading. Okay. Just not declared. Okay, it is loading. Finally, the server is up. You can see here server startup, and go to your browser, remove this dashboard.jsp, and press enter. So this is the login page, and we have to provide username admin and click on login button. It will go to the dashboard. There we have an option called new stock. If I click on this option, it should go to the new product.jsp page. Of course, it is moving to new product.jsp page. Right now in this page we have product id, product name, descriptions, quantity, and expiry date, and registration. Okay, this is what we need to provide. It means that we have to provide the details: product id, name, description, quantity, and expiry date. So after providing the details, if I click on this registration button, so all the details should be stored in a particular table. So this is what we should do in this session. So let me align the content first. Okay, let me go to the new product.jsp. Okay, rows I'll make it rows I'll go with 5 only, and columns I'll go with 15. Save, and I'll use center tag, center. Okay, close this tag. Sorry, close this tag after the table tag. Okay, go and refresh. So, and let me give some heading. H3 new product registration. Okay, refresh. Okay, now our registration page is ready. Next we have to write database connection, and we have to receive this request in another controller, not in the same controller that what we have do in the last session. The controller that we are used in the last session is a verifier. So there we have to check whether the given username and password is correct or not. For that reason we have taken that controller or servlet page, but in this case we have to take new controller, so where we have to receive all these requests, and we have to write the database connection, and we have to insert all the data into a particular table. Okay, let me show how to do that. Okay, go to your project. Here we need to use form tag, because in the previous session I told that if you want to send any request to another page, another controller, so through form request only you have to send, you can send. So form action is equal to new reg method is equal to post. New reg method is equal to post. So here table, after the table, let me close form tag as form. I'm using form in action. So the action what it says is to which page should I send the request. So new registration, this is a controller or servlet. You can say to this controller we have to send these requests to product ID, product name, product description, quantity and expiry date. So by using post method, okay, let me create new registration, new reg controller. How to create the controller or servlet? So to create controller we have to go to web-inf/src, right click on web-inf/src, go to new, and so take class. So here we need to provide the name, new reg, and finish. So now we have a normal class. We have to convert the normal class into servlet. To convert normal class into servlet, we have to use extends keyword. Extends just a second. So http servlet. Okay, here we need to use a method called do post method. So just type do and control space bar. It will show suggestion. So we should use do post. This is the method we should use. Okay, and let me remove these two lines. These two lines are not necessary, and let me give an annotation at web servlet. Okay, we have to import this package, remember. So within the flower bracket we need to provide the name, new reg. Okay, and after that what we need to do is we need to receive all those requests which are coming from new product.jsp. So go to new product. These are the requests we have to receive: product ID, product name, description, quantity and expiry date. The 5 requests we have to receive. So to receive the request, as I told in the previous session, we have to use request object. So we have to use request object. Let me take string s1 means p1. I'll take product ID or PID. You can take PID. So req dot get parameter. This is the method we should call. Okay, so what is the name that we have given to the product ID? PID. Copy the same name and paste it here. The name should be same. Don't do mismatch. Okay, I'll take string PID name. Go to q dot get parameter. Okay, go to new product. So p name we have to copy and paste it here. So paste it here. Okay, and string next description desc is equal to req q dot get parameter. Okay, let's go to new product. Here description is a DSP. Go to new, and here we need to provide the name, description and string. Next one is quantity, a quantity. So req dot get parameter. So quantity, the quantity QUA. So okay, QUA. Okay, string spelling. Okay, then last one is expiry date. Sorry, q dot get parameter exp. Okay, these are the parameters we need to receive here in this controller. After receiving this request, what we should do is we need to store all this data into a particular table. Okay, before that we need to write database connection. Using the database connection we can able to store all this data into a particular table. How to write the database connection? Go to the same file. So the new verify.java. So here we have written this connection. It means that class.forName connection and statement. These are the 3 lines we have to copy from this file along with the try block. So let me copy all these lines. From verify.java and paste it here in new reg Java. So paste it here. Okay, just remove these things. Result set, these lines are not necessary for this operation. It means that to insert the data we need only these three lines of database connection. So using database connection, what we have to do is we have to insert the data. So where we have to insert the data? To a particular table. So right now we have no tables, we have only one database, Java Online. In that database we have one table, but to the same table we can't insert the data. So we have to create another table along with login. How to create the table? Right click on your database, go to create table. How many fields we need? We need 5 fields because we are receiving 5 requests. So one is PID. So data type varchar you can take, length and p name varchar, and next one is description varchar 100, and quantity you can mention it int, no need to mention the length, quantity, and the last one is expiry date exp. So you can take varchar and 20. So these are the 5 fields we need, and let me create the table. Create table. What is the table name you have to give? You can give anything. I'll give products. Okay, a table is created successfully. So do you want more table? Right now, not necessary. Click on no. Right now we have 2 tables. Login, that is to log in into our application. We have 2 columns in that table. Here we have one more table, products. In that table we have 5 columns: product ID, product name, descriptions, quantity, and expiry date. To this table we have to insert all the data that what we have received in new register.java. Okay, here we return the database connection, and the last statement we have to write to insert the data is t.execute update. This is the method we should use. To fetch anything from the database we have to use execute query. If you are doing any insertion, updation, deletion operation, we have to use the method called execute update. So right now we are inserting the data, that is why I taken st.execute update method. So to insert the data we need to write the query insert into which table? Products values. Insert into products values. Okay, let me take. So these are all string. If it is a string, so you need to mention, you need to insert in this format. First start with single quote, next double quote, next plus, and provide the variable name p underscore id, and this, then close plus first and then double quote and single quote, and then put comma and follow the same procedure. Single quote, double quote, plus, and p underscore name, comma, and then description. See, next quantity in the table we have taken integer. So you can go and check it out. Right click on your table, go to alter table. Here the data type is integer, so that so here we are receiving string data. To convert integer to string, what we need to do is we have we have to do typecast. We have to take int quantity is equal to integer dot parseInt. So integer dot parseInt quantity we need to provide. This is the variable we need to provide. So parseInt, what it will do is it will do convert any string into integer format, and remember you have to give the numbers only to convert any string into integer. So I'll take one more variable, int quantity. So I'll use this class, integer class, and parseInt method to convert quantity, it is in the format of string, to integer. Now the quantity is in integer format. Now we can pass this integer to the query. Anyway, it is an integer, no need to mention single quote. So double quote plus and quantity and plus double quotes, that's it, and comma, and the last one is single quote, double quotes, plus exp. Okay, remove this. So this is our p name. It is showing some error. What is the problem? Okay, p underscore name. Okay, so finally our database connection is ready. We have written the query. This is the query. We have to write s.execute update insert into the product is a table values. These are the values that we need to provide. So if it is string, remember we should provide in this format single quote, double quote, plus and the variable name. After that you have to close in this format only, plus first and then double quotes and then single quotes. So comma, and then if it is integer, no need to provide single quote, double quote, place and the variable name, and that's it. So let me run this project and let me see whether data is inserted or not. So let me close the project, let me stop the server and start the server again. Okay, it's taking some time. Okay, server is started. Go to your browser, so remove this and press enter, login, right, admin, the username and password you have to give. And after that click on new stock. Here we need to provide the product ID. I'll give 444. Product name is Vivo. Phone description, you can write any description. This is Android phone, and quantity 5 and expiry date 10 2020 2050. Okay, register. Now it is going to new registration page, but it is showing an empty page here. Let me see what happened. Go to your database and refresh the database. Of course our data is coming to the table, but after inserting it is showing an empty page, but it should not show an empty page. So what the mistake that we done here? So after inserting we are not asking controller where should it has to go. So we should ask the controller go to the same page. So to redirect the controller to some other page, we need to use response object resp dot send redirect. Where should where should the controller go? New product dot jsp. This is the page where the controller should go. Okay, save and close the terminal and start the server again. Okay, server is started. Refresh on the browser. So admin, next click on new stock. Let me enter the stock 555. Product name, product name is I can give the description, you can write anything. Quantity you can put, expiry date. So register, click on register. Right now it is coming to the same page where we have inserted our data. So go to the database, check data is inserted or what. Yes, data is coming to the table perfectly. This is how we can insert any data from our registration page into a particular table with the help of database connection. And that's it for this session. Thank you so much.